good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It is, of course, the Fruit Nut News on the 25th, ladies and gentlemen, the 25th. It is, of course, the evening time of the 25th. Beautiful sunset out here tonight. Red sky at night, shepherd's delight, as they say, especially with all the sheep knocking around. Anyway, good evening, everyone. We're all okay. Let's have a quick catch-up on what we've got here. We've got Jason Thomas on speed dial. Brilliant. Plus Smarties. Plus Glenn's on speed dial as well. So we're all doing all right. So let's have a quick hello to everybody. Dave Hunter's in the house. Sheila Douglas, Sharon, Ken, Jim Tully's in. How you doing, Ken? Jim, hope you're okay. Lisa McCulloch's in, Graham's in, Strong World is in, Shepherd's in, Ireland's in, Bill Gill's in, Angie's in, Leslie Ann's in. Olivia's joining us tonight as well. We've got Sue Allen in, Ishila Brady, Brenda Corcoran, Fun Clips Gaming's in, Steve Osborne is in tonight as well. We've got Glenn Pearson joining us, Jonah Unwin, Joyce Guest is in, Mike is in, good old Mike. Is Mike's asking the question, is Kate Middleton alive or dead? We're not quite sure, Mike. Just keep your eye on the actual news. She didn't look very much alive the other day during the, what was that thing that she did? Some royal entourage, I can't remember now. Jan H, Christine Owens in, Jack is in, Jason Thomas is joining us, Kira's in all the way from Islandshire, Looney Lena's joining us, Brian Wright's in, Lisa Steele's in, Ava's in, Pam King's in, New Life's in, Kate H's in, and Taylor's in, Jill's in, and of course the gorgeous Mary is listening to us tonight as well. So good evening, everyone. If you are just joining us for the first time, and if anything does offend you, we don't really fucking care, because we are, we don't get offended. We have opinions, but we don't get offended. That's what opinions are for, not to get offended. Now, Susan, we've got a brand new Iranian terror cell. We did tell you. They are, of course, rerunning the old scripts. I spoke about this morning in regards to Project Bluebeam, Project Looking Glass, etc., 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 the Hadron Collider, CERN, you know what I'm saying? It's the same script, ladies and gentlemen. They're trying to run the same script, and it's just not happening. They keep trying to run the pandemic situation. We've had that meningitis bollocks knocking around. Oh, it's just unbelievable. And the wokeism is unbelievable. So let's have a look at this. Now, there's a program on TV called The Repair Shop, and this is where people take in certain items. One of the member of staff has actually been done for, not indecent as, what was it now? What did he get done for? Indecent behaviour, I think it was. BBC, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now, this is really interesting. Apparently, they aired an episode where someone had taken quite a lot of books in, done by Bob Monkhouse. Now, but I don't know whether it was Bob Monkhouse's relatives or whatever. But anyway, they took these handwritten books in to be repaired by the team. Lo and fucking behold, somebody on the team was offended by the jokes in the actual fucking book. Right? Now, if that had been me, I would have said to her, whoever it was, I don't know whether it was him or her, I would have said to her, listen, your P45's in the office, fuck off, we haven't none of that woke shit here. But no, what did they do? They, of course, they won't air the programme just because one of the members of the production team was offended by Bob Monkhouse's jokes. You see, that's where wokeism gets you. Wokeism. What a load of crap. And then, of course, as I've just told you, we've got a brand new terrorist cell now. Brand new terrorist cell. Brilliant. I don't know what they did call them. What did I write down here? Now, this new, now, of course, as you well know, they left passports, they left driving license, they left credit cards. One of them even left a mobile phone so they could call them. Very interesting. This new terror group, apparently, when it's been translated, is called the Islamic Movement of the Companions. Fucking hell. So, Jason, we are putting a request in for you to do some gematria on the Islamic movement of the Companions. It sounds to me like something out the fucking Borrowers. Does it not? That's what it does to me. So, this, of course, is the recent, now, could we say it's a false flag? I'm not quite sure whether or not we could say it's a false flag or not. But here's the interesting part about it. There is a great picture there of the 4 ambulances burnt out at Golders Green. Gold is green. Gold is green. Oh, gold-backed currency is green. Oh, yes. Now, the interesting part about this is that there's a big splash today. I think it's in the Sun newspaper. I can't quite remember. And for all people lambasting me over looking at the mainstream media, I have to, just for the fucking laugh. It's just so funny. So it's all. So there it is. It's all splat. You see the ambulances. There you are. Big explosions. All the ambulances are fucking blown to bits. The best part about this is that the flats that are both sides of this fucking wherever these things are. All the glass is okay. The glass is still in. So somebody somewhere along the line is not quite telling the truth. It's it's either a set-up scene, okay. Now I'm assuming that there are a lot of people in the area where that happened, right? Now, where is all the social media footage? Where is all the social media footage? I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any eyewitness reports. I haven't seen any people on the ground. I haven't seen anybody, like at the marches, you get these influencers and that, TikTokers and all that. None of that. Not seen any of that, which makes me believe that we could be... now, apparently, this group of whatever you want to call them, apparently they use AI and fake bombs to produce epic results. Now, you're going to love this. I want you to listen really carefully to what I'm going to say next. Okay, listen really carefully. The police, it's not a terrorist attack, but it's a hate crime. Now, bear in mind, this is a terrorist organization from Iran. The police, it's not a terrorist attack, but it's a hate crime against the Jews. Why would it just be against the Jews? Maybe the guys didn't like the ambulances. Do you know what I mean? Now, then Chris Phillips come out. He's some counter-terrorism dude, or I don't fucking know. He said that the terror group are well established since March the 6th. Apparently, they've got a massive network of terror cells. Okay, so this is really interesting because we've now got two different sort of storylines It's just brilliant. I just love it. I absolutely love it. So, so the police have definitely said that it's not a terrorist attack. It's a hate crime against the Jews. And have you noticed the rhetoric? Have you noticed the rhetoric? The Jews are being attacked. Anti-Semitism. One bloke I think it was in the paper, said that he said that they've all come out. All of them, they've all come out. The attacks on the Jewish community must stop. The Jewish people are shitting themselves, right? Well, I don't know about you, but where's all this? Where's all this? Where is it all? What, I don't understand it. Where's this anti-Semitism? I haven't seen any anti-Semitism at all. I've seen people protesting about Palestine and the bombings and the killings that have gone on in Palestine. Yes, I've seen them. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't it very interesting how Israel is being portrayed as the victim? But you see, that's what narcissists do in the grand scheme of what? Now, 2 seconds, because I need to check this. Hold on. Okay. This is brilliant. So Jason's just done some gematria. I am assuming that it's on the Islamic movement of the companions, right? Okay. Now, apparently, there was a sandal that was found. So, not only have we got passports and driving licenses, we've now got a sandal. And apparently, it's an Islamic sandal. Brilliant. Fucking brilliant. Oh, dear. Now, going back to the gematria of Islamic movement of companions. It still cracks me up saying. So, the gematria says, let there be free electricity, free for all now. Right? That's what gematria, okay? Let there be free electricity, free for all now. I think the other one also says the wizard's shitstorm has arrived. Now, I've been telling you, the reason that I've been telling you to watch the mainstream media is because the mainstream media are giving out messages, okay? And this is an example. This is an example of people working together. Now, I knew that there was something in this movement. Now, they originally were called. Let me just. Where's me bloody notes from this morning? Bollocks, can't find it. Oh, that was it. Here we are. Right, the original Hebrew, I think it's Hebrew, I'm not quite sure. It could be Swahili for me, I don't know, fucking know. The original Hebrew was Harakat Ashab al-Yamin. Now, after I'd seen that, I thought, you know what, I'm going to find out what that means in English. And of course it meant, I didn't find out personally, somebody like gave it to me, the universe, let's say. And it meant Islamic movement of companions, which now leads us to the gematria that Jason has just done. So there you go. That's why I say to you, you know, it's worth watching the mainstream, because these messages are coming through fast and furious. So here we go. Starmer, in regards to the Iranian oil crisis, fucking hell. I mean, this is worth a fucking hell. I've just been to fill up, right? Well, not to fill up. I put 40 quid's worth in the van. So 2 weeks ago, right? 2 weeks ago, I filled up. It was 138 a litre. 2 weeks ago. I've just been to fill up. It was 178. That is 50 pence, right? 50 pence. It's gone up by 50 pence a litre, right? In less than 2 weeks. Well, about just over 2 weeks. It is absolutely fucking... And then Starmer comes out and with all this bollocks, right? You know, well, we might do something about the fuel crisis in the winter. We're not really going to do anything now because it's the summer and you won't be using a lot of fuel. And, of course, Ed Miliband's told everybody to walk everywhere and get taxis and get trains. Oh, I forgot that. You can't get a train because they run on diesel. Yeah. So your ticket price is going to go up. Your taxi fare is going to go up. So you're not going to be able to afford it. So, listen, just go out and buy a fucking horse. So, Starmer, once again, no plans, no definite plans, no plans on the fuel for cars, no plans on the heating cost, nothing. To be honest, I genuinely believe this bloke has got absolutely no idea what he's doing. I seriously do. It's either that or he's a very fucking good actor. And I think he is a very good fucking actor. I really do. So, you know, I mean, how long has he been in power now? Less than 18 months, right? No response on the grooming gangs, no response on the knife crime, no response on the illegal immigrants, no response on the boat crisis, no response on the cost of 4-star hotels, nothing, absolutely nothing. And he won't even address, you know, the fears of the nation. You know, where's this oil going to go? How much is it going to be? And then, of course, a few weeks ago, we had the holiday tax. Now, apparently, the government have just realised that the holiday tax is now affecting hospitality and hospitality jobs. Duh. I mean, are these people so stupid that they don't realise what they're doing? I mean, apparently they've just admitted, well, we didn't realise that was going to happen. I mean, it's incredible. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible that these people who are supposed to be our, you know, bread and butter, they're supposed to be looking after the country. They're supposed to be looking after the disabled. They're supposed to be looking after, you know, people with learning difficulties. Supposed to be looking after the old age people, right? They're supposed to be encouraging people to work, right? They're supposed to be encouraging people to get out of poverty. Right? They don't do fuck all. They just don't do fuck all. Honestly, makes my fucking blood boil. Now, go back to Mr. Trump, of course. Mr. Trump, of course, we're not sure whether we're going into Diego Garcia. We might nip into Iran. We might get Russia involved, Mr. Putin, other one, Mr. Putin. No fucking knows what we're doing. But actually, I think that's actually a good thing. everybody's fucked. They don't know what he's doing. But there's definitely a plan. Oh, there's definitely a plan. Now, the deadline passed on Monday evening. Nothing happened. Trump, people are laughing at him. But Trump decided to give the Mullers, I like that word, the Mullers, give the Mullers one last chance. Now, he's given them enough time for him to allow American troops to get on the ground in Iran. Now, that's going to be very interesting. That, I didn't see that one, Jason. Yeah, so that's very interesting that the time that Trump's allowed them to make a decision is exactly the same amount of time that American troops could be on the ground. So we'll wait and see. Now, finally, HMS Dragon. HMS Dragon finally arrives in Cyprus. It's only taken 3 weeks after the attack. The French are already there. The Germans are already there. I mean, you know, the Gypsies are already there. The fucking Italians are already there. The Germans are there. I mean, even the Chinese are there. Okay, the only people that are not there are the illegal immigrants that are fucking flooding into the country. So finally, they're there. I mean, it's just what a joke. Mind you, I suppose Starmer could always say, better late than never. Now, it seems as though question time today. Nigel Farage, during, I didn't watch this today, but anyway, during Prime Minister's question time today, Nigel Farage repeatedly asked Keir Starmer about the question on illegal immigrants. And this goes along with, where was he the other day? He was somewhere the other day and he didn't ask he didn't answer, right? Now, the Farage's gang, the whole of them, right, left the chamber. Never been known before. Farage's gang left the chamber because Keir Starmer wouldn't answer the question on illegal immigrants. Now, I want you to remember that Keir Starmer is legally and duty bound to answer questions in the House of Commons. That's why it's there. Okay, so this is getting into some serious territory, ladies and gentlemen, some serious territory. Now, meanwhile, Rashid Mahmoud, the practicing proud British Muslim, has basically flown to Paris to sign a £500,000 migrant security package. Meanwhile, of course, this is basically to reinstate the 500,000 that we gave them last year, the year before that, and the year before that. Now, meanwhile, apparently, French police only stopped 68 people in the first quarter of 2026. So 68 people cost the UK £500,000. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'd sooner have a few more doctors, a few more nurses, a few more police cars, a few more ambulances. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, as you well know, the one in and one out campaign is the most successful thing illegal migrants have ever seen. They are flocking to the country, and I kid you not, this is what's happening, okay? The one in and one out campaign was failing badly simply because people were just returning. However, Rashid Mahmoud has made it even worse by paying them £10,000 to leave the country. One man already has returned 4 times. He's made 40 grand in less than 3 months. Now, I don't know about you. That makes a lot of business sense to me. And Mahmoud says, yes, it's working. Now, meanwhile, Wes Streeting, the Israeli protector and Friends of Israel, it's in the title. It's in the title, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, he said that anti-Semitic NHS staff will be fired straight away. The NHS will not tolerate anti-Semitic staff in the new reforms. Now, no mention of waiting lists, no mention of cancer treatment, no mention of anything like that, apart from the fact that Wes Streeting, the Israeli protector, seems to think that doctors and nurses are spreading anti-Semitism through social media. And that apparently is risking the reputation of course, the NHS, which actually has no fucking reputation now anyway, because it's fucked. Okay? So there you go. Now, here's a brilliant one. You're going to love this. An illegal immigrant, a 25-year-old drug dealer from France, who came to the UK when he was 11, and basically ran a massive crack cocaine operation in 2022 and 2023. He was convicted, but this triggered a deportation order. Now, he's told the judge that he cannot return to France because he's forgotten how to speak French. This, of course, is on the back of the Romanian drug dealer that couldn't be returned to Romania because his son would only eat UK chicken nuggets. It's absolutely priceless. Absolutely priceless. Now, according to the mainstream news, anti-Jewish rhetoric has apparently been increasing for the last 2 years. Apparently, according to Ian Austin, who just happens to be Friends of Israel. Listen, you know that if they are Friends of Israel, you fucking know that they are going to be spouting anti-Semitic rhetoric. So Ian Austin, reporting for The Sun, said that the anti-Semitic behaviour and rhetoric is outrageous and needs to be tackled. Did you know that we have people in our country that won't share a room with Jewish people? I fucking don't know anybody that's got that stance, to be honest. But once again, of course, as you all know, Israel are touting the victim mentality, of course. This is like a bit of a thing. So Ian Austin, right? Ian Austin writes for The Sun. I think this was, no, whether it was yesterday or today. I can't remember now. But anyway, so here's a question for you, Ian, right? I want to see what your response is to this. Okay. Now, I want you to tell me about the little Palestinian girl, okay, that was mown down by Israeli gunfire all of her family were killed and she was left in the car. She made a phone call, not quite sure of the details of who it was to, but this was recorded. And the Israeli Defense Force, or should we say the Israeli soldiers, ran that little girl over in a tank. Now, I don't know about you, Ian, right? But I'm a bit outraged at that. I don't think that's human nature. Do you? So we don't really want to be, supporting this shit. Now, here's another one. I want to talk to you, Ian, about the little boy and his father who were kidnapped. This little lad was, I think he was about 18 months old. The Israeli soldiers burnt him with cigarettes in front of his dad and tortured him, right? With cigarettes, okay? All over his body. Not a mark was left on it, right? And then they proceeded to push nails, ladies and gentlemen, into the burning flesh. Meanwhile, they made his dad watch. Then what they did was, and this went on for 10 fucking hours. And then what they did was, Israeli soldiers, Ian, Israeli soldiers, right? Then what they did was, they basically gave the baby back to his mother as a reminder that Israel is dominant over Palestinians. Not satisfied with that, Ian, they killed and tortured the father for another 10 hours. There's numerous reports of Israeli soldiers shooting children in the head just for the crack. There's reports of men, women and children being slaughtered and starved, okay? There's running reports of aid, food and medicine not being allowed into Palestine because Israel won't allow it. So if you want to be a friend of Israel, that's entirely up to you. Okay? That's entirely up to you. And also as well, I want to draw your attention to some very interesting human behavior. Okay? Israeli people have been seen on a night time drinking a few beers, sat out on the veranda watching the bombing of Palestinian people. This is the killing of men, women and children. Now, I want to know what you're going to say about that, Ian, because I would be very fucking interested to see what you have to say about that. Now, I am not anti-Semitic, but I don't agree with children being slaughtered and killed and fucking tortured just for the crack. So, now, of course, I want to bring you to the HS2. I told you a few years ago that the HS2 would go over budget. It went over budget from 35 billion. Was it billion? No, it wasn't million. It was billion, yeah. 35 billion. The original budget for the HS2 was 35 billion. Okay? Then, of course, a few years later, it jumped to 63 billion, I think it was. And then it went to 89 billion a few years later. And then it went up to 120 billion. Okay? Over budget. Okay? Over fucking budget. And it's not on time either. It's fucking overly late and over on budget. Then I said to you probably about maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, I said, I reckon it's going to do 300 billion, if not more. What's happened today? it's come out that the HS2, the cost of the HS2 is soaring towards 300 billion, right? They're on about actually reducing the speed limit of the trains in order to make it more cost effective. Because, of course, as you well know, the faster your train moves, the more forces there are, the more reinforcing you need, the more materials you need. So the 224 mile an hour train is now going to be restricted to 120, which is the same as the the commuter trains at the moment that go through. They run not far from us. They go through Northallerton up to Scotland, but I think they do about 120 mile an hour. So very interesting. Very interesting. Now we've had the Air Canada crash, ladies and gentlemen. The Air Canada crash. All this is doing, highlighting 9/11. This was a plane that was destroyed by a fire truck. Okay? On the runway, destroyed by a fire truck. And they want us to believe that two planes knocked down the twin fucking towers. What a crock of fucking shite. Hey? 300 billion to get to London 20 minutes quicker. Fucking hell. The best thing is with HS2, nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it. The question is, though, I wonder how much money laundering's going on. I really, really do question how much money laundering goes on. Because we're talking about some big companies that are running that. McAlpine, all the big companies are running that. So, let's keep an eye on that one. Know what I mean? Now, apparently the NHS are now going to be dishing out pots and pans at your local hospital, ready for the big one. Ready for the big one. Now, TikTok dancing nurses will be back in with some new dancers. And the police and the fire service will be in support. The police, of course, will be attending pride marches. And, of course, the Jewish fire demonstration team will be on hand to show you exactly how the Iranian terrorists did it. Very interesting. So I've looking forward to some great TV. Meanwhile, the king, and this has been brought to my attention, the 15th of March is generally known as the Ides of March. Okay? The Ides of March. This was when Julian Caesar, I think it passed away. He was killed, wasn't he, or something? Yeah. He was assassinated. Now, March the 25th, March the 28th is the 15th on the Julian calendar. So, is it possible that the king will be going la-la? Not saying he will, not saying he won't. All I'm saying is, are we close to going dark? Now remember, when the king passes away, ladies and gentlemen, a protocol will be called, which will mean that 10 days of mourning will be the national protocol. However, I wonder if we're going to get 10 days of disclosure instead. Right, you bunch of animals. I'm going to get myself off. Listen, you have a great evening. Enjoy yourself. Then of course, because we got, what else? It's Easter as well, isn't it? I mean, they've always said Easter has been the timeline. So, who knows? Who knows? Let's wait and see. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, 40,000 feet. Don't pay too much attention to what's happening. However, remember that there's a lot of stuff that's being said to us that is like underlying that a lot of people can't see. And so keep that in mind when we are discussing these things. Right. I'm going to get myself off. Love you loads. Take care. You have a great evening. Enjoy yourself. We will, of course, catch up with you tomorrow. And, time is flying. The timelines are converging, as I said this morning. Love you loads. See you soon. Cheers. Bye.